So let's just start with that sort of jaw-dropping notion that there are potentially 7 critical pieces of evidence that you believe have not been tested. I think the big question is, how do you know, considering they seem to be keeping everything so close to the vest?
Yeah, we don't know for sure. What we do know is about a dozen or so items were sent to a DNA lab, a testing lab, in early January after JonBenet was murdered, and some were returned untested. And we have a list of what was returned untested back in 1997. They did recover DNA at that time, and it was reported to the police that they recovered unidentified male DNA. It did not match John, did not match Patsy, did not match Burke. And that became a bit of a problem for the police because they already concluded that one of us was the murderer. And so they tried for a long time to explain away the DNA. So what we want to happen, technology's advanced so far now in 30 years. For this to be really evaluated correctly, it needs to go to an outside lab, of which there are a few very cutting edge labs now. They need a new sample. They need to test the evidence themselves and retrieve, hopefully, a DNA sample. And then they will go and do a familial DNA genealogy search to try to find the killer. We think that's the best shot.
Yeah, that's a key to solving so many cold cases. I have to ask you this, because it's hard for a lot of people to remember this, and some people watching weren't even around, 28 years ago, believe it or not. It's been so long. But in 1996, when JonBenet was killed, they did determine that there was some male DNA, unidentified male DNA in her underwear. And then 11 years later, in 2007, they did touch DNA because they got better at the science, right? And they found touch DNA on the leggings that she was wearing, the waistband of the leggings that she was wearing, and it was the same as the DNA from the underwear, which made me think, do you think, John, it's possible they got all the DNA they need? They have the profile of the killer. They're just waiting for that profile to show up somewhere. They're waiting for him to commit a crime, enter into a database, or some other way to just catch him.
Yeah. No, that's very true. They have a DNA sample. It's in the CODIS, the federal database of DNA samples. That's a database of felons, typically rapists, people that have done bad things. It's not that big of a database, believe it or not. The public database is hundreds of millions of samples. My DNA is in the public database. I sent my $25 in. That's the database they need to go to and do a research project. It won't be easy, but this has been done successfully in a lot of old cold cases, and work back and find the relative of a near match that was living in Boulder, Colorado in 1997, December. That, we believe, is our best hope of finding the killer. That technology is there to do that. They're willing to do it. They have to be asked by the police to do it. And to date, the police say, well,
do you know though, John?
Yeah.
This is the interesting thing. Do you know for sure that they haven't? Because I keep playing it through my mind like these guys want this off their backs, right? The Boulder police have been buffoons in this case for 28 years. Yeah. And so do you think it's possible they may have already gone into the available genealogy bases and they're just waiting for someone to take that test himself, or a family member to give a Christmas present and hope someone will submit?
Yeah, I sure hope so. I wish I could believe that. I don't. I have no reason to believe that's what they're doing. I've been told by the new police chief, and he's a good guy. I like him, and he's from the outside of the department, which is huge, has taken over as a permanent chief of police. He said, well, there's some things going on that I can't tell you about. So, well, I wish I'd have challenged him and say, well, why can't you tell me? I'm the father. It's my child. So I don't know what he's talking about, but we'll see. But until I know concretely that they're doing that, I have no reason to believe that.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.